उपस्थित है एक ऐसे वादक कलाकार जो कि फ्रांस से हैं, लेकिन हमारे भारतीय संगीत को इतना प्यार करते हैं कि लगातार विगत कई वर्षों से यह भारतीय शास्त्रीय संगीत पर आधारित वाद्य यंत्र के माध्यम से न सिर्फ ये वादन करते हैं बल्कि यह अपनी धर्मपत्नी के साथ प्रेजेंटेशन भी देते हैं। आज हम उपस्थित हैं फ्रांस से आए हुए एक ऐसे कलाकार के साथ जिनसे हम बातचीत करेंगे। Can you know your please your good name? What is your
Gilles.
good name?
Gilles. From France.
From France.
From France.
So how do you like Indian classical music? Because you will do very nice.
I came first time in Quechua in '72, and I was sponsored to make a little documentary about music. And I came with my cello, with my guitar, and I changed my Western with classical music. But I already learned the Saregama Padanisa, so that was a way to experience contact with vocalists, with sarangi players, sitar, I have lessons of sitar. So I started in '72. I discovered Kanjurao, but then I returned, came back again, and had contact with the Shonai player in Mirat City, Jagannath, and on, and I came back again, and I had after a contact with a dancer in Bengal, and so I tour all over India even with Indian dancer.
So how many musical instruments you will play?
That doesn't matter. In Sarega, I discovered through the sitar, the guitar, the cello, that the best was the voice.
All you play, you know.
Yeah, but the center focusing. You know, in the West, composers are pianists, and for me, it's a sort of mistake because in India, the composers are vocalists, and the instrument is supposed to be able to follow the voice.
So, what is the feel you different about musical Indian music and your Western music?
The difference?
What is the difference?
The main difference, as I say, in the West we are completely conditioned and positively and also negative by the piano. You know, it's all the composers are pianists because they can manipulate on the right and the left and write for an orchestra. They can control. Where in Indian music, the voice, Saregama, is the creation. So what you can do with the voice is can be much richer than the piano. But you know, it's different fields.
Yes.
So that's a big difference. And in India, you learn music with Saregama. You don't need to read. Although you have some documents, paper, exercise, written down, most important is sing and absorb the ragas, the different scales, you know, Tori, Indola, Yaman, this and this, you know, it's all vocabulary, very rich, yeah? But it's a solo practice through the years. In the West, children learn how to read, see, look at the music and manipulate the fingers, but it's not their inner choice of the song. They read fantastic music composed by Bach, Beethoven, which are great heritage, but they are not asked to produce from themselves, you know, with clever basic frames to be able to create. It takes a long time.
Sure, music because coming in the heart.
From the heart, but after you have some rules, you know. Why in China they have scales of only 5 notes, but through these 5 notes, they have all the language and all the music, you know. And why in India you have 400 scales, ragas, for monsoon, for winter, this and this. And we in the West, we have only major or minor. But then we can create for an orchestra. So it's all different fields. Nature is such a creativity, you know. Why do we speak any different language every 50 kilometers in the country? Humanity has invented endlessly different languages in music, in art.
So you learned it yourself or somebody teach you Indian classical music?
Oh yeah, I had contact with Ram Narayan. He organized even a concert for me in Mumbai with my Scorpion Cosmic. And I had also some contact with Ravi Shankar long ago, and also in Paris, one of Ravi Shankar's students from Nepal. He stayed in Paris many years, and I learned the sitar out of that man, and he was a tabla player, so I was based since a long time. Then in Mirat City, shared the music with this Shonai player, Jagannath, his brother, all the family, musician. And
So many.
Mirashkar in Mumbai, and many musicians.
How can you attack the Indian classical music? How can you attack attraction? How can your attraction with Indian classical?
Yeah, because it's deep, it's a prayer, it's expression of nature. For me, it's as a yoga. The yoga is to contact your body, yourself with the universe, and the raga, the sound is touching your blood. You know, when the sound has a vibrato, it's a sort of storytelling. But when you sing, you know, it's the blood which is affected. You know, you receive from the body. The sound doesn't pretend to tell a story, but just is there.
Today you present one solo dance with your music.
Yeah.
So what means of this music?
Now my music is a sort of bridge, inspiration from the West and India. So on the violin, the heritage from Bach is that you can play 2 or 3 notes at the same time. You know, heritage of Indian music is only one sound, and but the density of the sound, the volume of the sound, you know, is the musical aspect. When I sing the Yaman, it's not only the it's flesh of the sound, the movement of the sound is as important as doing ni re ga ma pa ma ga re sa ni da. You know, you can't do that on the piano. Da ni re. No, all the, you imagine Bhimsen Joshi, no? All this manifestation in the sound. You know, when it is opera, Italian opera, amore mio, you know, so it's just amore mio. But in the raga, you know, Bhimsen was making thousands of sparkles of sound and music.
So in classical music, some like this Bhimsen Joshi or some one more, its sound is too sometimes very loudy. So do you mean this is not bell, or how can you explain me?
Is not what?
Indian classical music, you know, she say it's a very loudy.
Loudy? No, because now you put microphone. That's the drama. You put microphone too loud. You know?
Natural voice.
Yeah.
Natural voice.
Fortunately, in my life, between Mumbai, Delhi, and Paris, there's Afghanistan, Kabul. And as I traveled from Paris in a car to Delhi, you know, in Amritsar, the first place in India from Pakistan, in the shop, I heard a voice singing Dag Bari Kannada. could not see the man, but I heard the voice. And I accompanied him with the violin. So he was very surprised. Where is this instrument coming from? Accompanying my voice, he thought.
Like Khajuraho Dance Festival.
Yeah.
Can you see there? Khajuraho Dance Festival.
Yeah.
There also is classical music, classical.
It used to be also a music festival long ago in Khajuraho, because I had been there before, and there was the music festival and the dance festival. But obviously, a part of the festival is to please the tourists who come here, but Western tourists not yet understand classical Indian music, but they can see the dance and the beauty of the temple. It's what they kept the dance festival. And for me, it's a pity, because then, of course, there's a lot of music in the dance festival, but the subject is the dance, and the music has not the intensity and the depth of when it's only vocal concert or sitar concert. For the dance, the music is a bit more standard, more It's beautiful, the sound. They all play together. It's not the raga really profound.
Do you mean if she dancing with instrument without loudspeaker, then more better?
Yeah. In my life, I came across an ambassador, Indian ambassador in Turkey. I had a concert there, and then he became ambassador in Paris in 2000. And in 2000,
24 years before,
he told me, come in my embassy in Paris. I have musicians, and as I heard, what did you say? They will have no microphone in the Paris embassy. And such a pleasure, that you could have the flute, the reel. They could fill up the room, the sarod, and no boom sound. So, yeah, I think we are, anyway, our group, we are practicing so that the voice can resonate in any situation, outside or what.
What is the reason you connect with Khajuraho, with music, with temple, or some one reason?
In Khajuraho, I had so many different little stories, I was sitting in a cafe, maybe I played some sliding ragas, and a man took my hand. I don't like people who tell you l'avenir, the future, but he took my hand. In middle age, my life, so 40 years old. These two women in your life, they're your mothers. You won't stay with them. You will discover another woman.
Domestic man.
A foreign woman. And a few years later, I marry a Greek French woman. And, oh my God, you'll have 3 children. Me? I was 40 years old and no wife, really. How can I get 3 children? But they came. And I have 3 children today. So that was one aspect of Khajuraho. But mostly the Khajuraho, the peace, okay, one street is very busy and you have a lot of mela, but you can just walk and, the countryside and the temples are such a beauty. I came many times and I made even a little film documentary about this statue and Nandi with the snake there, beautiful. So I came maybe 10 times here, and festival, and peaceful. And in 2005, I met Avantika by another story house, and then it was a development from Khajuraho, a sort of gift that I had been so many times in Khajuraho, and suddenly she invited me twice in Taiwan, inside the Indian festival. So life goes on like that, and always come back to Khajuraho. Why? It's
So this heart-ranging place you are.
Yeah.
So so you are right, because Avantika is giving the Khajuraho giving the big higher
Yeah.
name,
Yeah.
because go many places, and
Yeah, she goes.
classical music,
Yeah,
singing,
and
very
dance.
nice, small.
And she has imagination also for creativity and accept different styles. I'm not. Okay, I keep teaching Indian proper ragas and style of voice, but also out of that we manifest duets, trio that doesn't exist in the proper classical Indian music. You know, so that we keep the roots of Saregama. It's a different manipulation in the brain, in the blood, in the breath, the yoga part of the body, to give access to different styles.
So I think my cameraman Avantika is tired. So it's the last, what is your message about our audience?
Sure.
Message for our audience, for little music and Khajuraho. And
Yeah. I hope that I've seen in this festival this year. I had not been there for 7 years, I think, in Khajuraho. So I saw a big change. Many young people, young couples, young girls, seems to be attracted by the classical dance, and that's a great thing, because in my life I've been following Odissi, Kathak, Bharatanatyam, Manipuri, people dance and project together. So I hope that what we are going to present, the 1st of March, could attract, please, and give trust that they are based in a fantastic culture, and they have to respect it, and maybe open also to different ideas. The world is made of India and France and America and Russia and China.
तो ये देखिए, ये है हमारी भारतीय कला, संस्कृति और साहित्य की ताकत, जो न सिर्फ हमारे देश में बल्कि 7 समंदर पार भी उसकी ताकत बोलती है। और शायद यही कारण है कि खजुराहो आने वाले विदेशी पर्यटक भी हमारी कला, संस्कृति और साहित्य से आकर्षित होते हैं और इसको अंगीकार भी करते हैं। आज हमारे जो देश में रहने वाले लोग हैं, जो अपनी कला और संस्कृति तथा साहित्य से दूर जा रहे हैं, उन्हें इनसे कुछ सीखने की आवश्यकता है। आज हम खजुराहो में उपस्थित हैं एक विदेशी पर्यटक के साथ, जो कि फ्रांस से आए हैं। इन्होंने हमारी संस्कृति को अपनाया, हमारी कला को अपनाया, हमारी संगीत साधना को अपनाया और आज उसे एक पूजा की तरह अपनाते हैं। मैं खजुराहो से राजीव शुक्ला, एक बार फिर हम किसी अन्य शख्सियत के साथ उपस्थित होंगे। तब तक के लिए नमस्कार, धन्यवाद।